This week, Warren City Council voted to establish a public art commission. The 5-member committee would oversee art projects through the funding of a grant from the Ohio Arts Council. Jessica King from the Fine Arts Council of Trumbull County is here to tell us more about this great opportunity for our local artists. So first of all, can you tell us how this commission will help enhance Warren's cultural landscape?
So this will be basically a guidebook for people who are interested in installing public art, interested in how they can get involved, be a part of new economic development. When new businesses are coming in, we can guide them on how artists to approach, local artists to approach, and just enhance the landscape in downtown Warren and throughout, its surrounding neighborhoods.
And in your opinion, how will this allow local artists to be promoted more?
So we are mainly going to focus on local artists within Trumbull County, and we will expand, valley-wide to try to bring them in first for projects so that they will get promotion and experience doing public art more for their portfolio so that they can expand and do bigger projects in the future, hopefully in other communities.
And one of the responsibilities for the committee is going to be to guide the artists through the city guidelines for their projects. So what are some good examples of those guidelines that you think are going to be included for the artists?
So the biggest one is maintenance. So how to keep if it's a mural or sculpture, the long-term maintenance for that. So that's making sure you use the right materials and even a decommission process as well. So if people want to move on, art is always temporary. So if it can change how to do that in the correct way and work with artists so that they can work with building owners, adhere to city guidelines, like the building department and things like that to ensure that they're following like safety standards when they are installing and things like that.
And I understand Mayor Franklin will appoint members to the Art Commission. How do you see that working out?
I think it would be great. I mean, Mayor Franklin has been around for a very long time, and he knows a lot of people in the community. And I will be happy to help him, guide him if he needs any assistance with that. But I think he already knows who he wants to appoint, and I think it'll be a good representation of the community.
Real quick, is there a part of town or maybe a corner or pocket in the city that you think would benefit from having some artwork at it? We've got, obviously Grove Alley, and you've got other sculptures throughout town, but where do you think we may see some more creativity pop up?
In the outskirts of downtown, like outside of the square, I would hope to see some more with some new potential development coming our way. I would love to see some of those buildings have some public art or have some sculpture included if any green space is added. I would like to branch out more into the smaller neighborhoods, like the southwest side, southeast side of Warren, just to, enhance their landscape and make sure that the artists in those neighborhoods are represented as well.
And if an artist wants to find out more information, especially on the funding, how can they do so? And do you think it's good if they reach out ahead of time?
Sure, they can always reach out whenever. Once we get the committee members appointed, we will start to put together the guidelines of what this will all look like. So it's going to be a process, but we would love to start getting a accumulated list of artists that are interested so that we can start reaching out when those kinds of things, when projects start to come up.
Yeah, Warren has such a beautiful downtown. We love already seeing some of the creativity and artwork, so more the merrier. Thank you so much for joining us as always.
Thank you so much for having me.